Okay. We're good.
We're good.
Wow.
Hello,
Okay.
everybody. What was that?
We were in
You'd
such a good
think it was
rant.
Mercury retrograde. It's not.
Yeah. Well, Mercury's opposite Uranus by a little bit, but that's separating, so like whatever. Yeah, we were in such a good rant. We had such a good thing going.
We had a flow. What were we ranting
Yeah.
about? Oh, we were talking about how
12, 12.
1212 or any other like repeating number isn't like actually portally.
That's one of my biggest new age things. It's like it's a portal in this month and it's especially special this year for reasons I'm not going to tell you. And it's like, well then you're lying. Like, sorry. You if you can't
Right.
cite your sources and if they don't show me something more than just like because this one document says so that is questionable to begin with, and yes, that includes the Bible, I I have problems with that. So yes, hi guys. Welcome to
Hi. I
twelve
think it
twelve.
didn't. I don't think it happened. I don't think it's going on my YouTube. I don't know
Oh,
what that's about.
we've got a lot of chat happening in the chat box.
I know,
So
that's great. And
yeah,
welcome, everybody. You are so
hi.
welcome. We are just trying to figure out the fuck is happening.
So
Um,
Shauna, Danny, Kristen, great to see you. Gracie, Katie, Jenny, oncoming storm,
oh, wow. It
Jacqueline,
didn't go on my
Aaron,
Patreon or my YouTube.
Jenny, and Russ. Are those the ones that are the STMPs or SMTPs?
Yeah. But yours
That's
is going
probably why.
on
My
yours.
Patreon? My YouTube's not an
Your
SMTP.
your Patreon,
Oh, well, neat. I don't know
right?
why.
I don't know why either. It's fine. I will just. We're just gonna roll with it today. It's a that
Yeah,
morning,
it
guys.
is. It's that way.
It's
Um,
okay. I do
yeah.
wanna let my
It's
patrons
not
know
in
though, because I
Twitch or
haven't.
the other YouTubes. Excuse me? I think it's on my Twitch.
Oh
I
my
prepped my
god.
Twitch. Yeah. Anyway, as long as you're here, that's what counts. It's reaching the people it's supposed to reach. I've got Russ on Twitch. Hey, Russ, thank you. Cool.
Welcome, everybody. I'm
Yeah.
just annoyed. This is
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Technology. Well, okay, I'll tell you what did happen. Mercury did come into Sagittarius yesterday.
Okay, well, damn it, Mercury.
I know, I know. Typically, it's a Mercury thing, and Mercury is no longer opposite Uranus because Uranus is still in Taurus. Actually, yeah. Uranus is still in Taurus, so that's separated enough for me to call it done. Um, yeah. Danny says it's on your
Uh,
Patreon, Em. Yeah.
it's going on my Patreon?
Yeah.
It doesn't show it on our end at all.
Yeah.
I'm rock on.
Yeah. Yeah. Patreon is wonky, but I've got confirmation that our Alchemist Inkwell is going, so we're going. We're going.
Okay,
Tech
I'm
is
just
being
trying to fix
wonky.
my
Yeah.
Patreon post because I had my YouTube there and it's not going on my YouTube, which is fine.
That is really rude. I blamed all the planets this week. I mean, you can. Most of them are in some sort of pattern doing some kind of shenanigans.
It's always the
Especially,
sky's fault.
I mean, both and. Yeah. I'm actually writing, this is what my book is going through right now, where something bad enough happened that the planetary deities had to come down to Earth and they're ticked about it. And so they were just like, well, the sky's going to continue and the planets are going to continue and fate keeps going. And then there was like, yeah, but the humans have to interpret it. And that's why we're stuck right now. So we get a lot into the both and situation there. And my stupid cord keeps getting the same cord from our call earlier this week. Keeps getting stuck in my seat. But yes.
All right, well, it's not happening on my YouTube. I tried, but that's okay. I fixed
okay.
it. At least
It's
my link now goes to our YouTube correctly instead of my YouTube. Anyway, I
Yeah.
fixed it.
Mavewin.
So
Hi, Mavewin says it's on both Twitches and all YouTubes but Emily's.
I know. What is with this? It's fine. I just want to see you guys anyway. I just like to
I
have
know.
more people in here because the conversation gets cooler. That's
Exactly.
really what we're doing.
Exactly.
But it's
but
fine.
to
Maybe
the
it's
25
not
of
today.
you that are here, thank you.
I know.
You. It's so
Super
nice.
welcome.
How's your week going? Because again, we were ranting about the 12-12 thing, but Shauna says, random question, Krista, have you ever been asked to do a current chart for someone who passed?
Well,
Like I nearly just did. Someone must be coming to my door, which is happening a lot lately. Ignore the dog if you can.
Yeah.
The answer to that is yes. Our charts do continue to make sense after we pass. A lot of the times for famous people, they're movies, they're docu like dramas or whatever, biopics. There it is. Will be done on significant astrological events for them. So it's really funny.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I never even thought about that actually. That's really, really neat.
Yep. Yeah. We do we do pursue charts even after someone has finished their time here. And they do still pop off. So we can tell, like, one of the situations, I'd have to confirm this, but like, people who were famous post-mortem, right? You can tell their chart still goes off and their work becomes more relevant and becomes popular afterwards. I've got some significations of possible post-mortem recognition. So yay me. Yeah.
So fun.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
It's okay. That's a long time out. We know.
It's
We
it's I am only midlife, potentially. Jack, it's really not that big a deal, buddy. Hang on.
I mean, he's a little guy, and to him, it seems really significant because he's little. Here, we'll do this.
All right, he's calmed down for the moment. Do we? Thank you, Liz. Jack is getting your puppy excited, May one. I'm sorry, or you're welcome. Do you guys already do? We did not do Has Been Hotel recap thoughts here yet, have we?
Oh, I will talk about Has Been Hotel. Listen,
I will talk about that. Yeah. You're asking for it.
Yeah, we're gonna get real woo real quick because as second I realized that we were going Realm War route, I got really fucking excited because Realm Wars are a thing. They actually happen, and I'm not just saying like between heaven and hell. It's like it's so much more complex than that. But Realm Wars in like actual on the other side, they definitely happen. And it's really significant. And a long time ago, there's actually like a big realm war that actually left a bunch of realms like actually dead. And you can go and astral and find them on occasion. We go walk into a realm and you're like, uh-oh, nothing's here. There's like weird dead creature things that come up in those realms. But other than that, like nothing is really there. And you can revive them. That's what the realm I consider my realm I've actively revived over like a long time. Not just in this life. I've just discovered it through my amnesia here. But it's a thing. It's like a thing. So I was like, well, this is very exciting to dive into this space. So I loved that direction. Like even fairy realms, like just fight amongst each other all the time. Like, I mean, I think I shared on the podcast, I've never shared here about like the war that happened in Cinnamon's realm like last year.
Yeah.
Between the little guys and the big guys is what
I
you
was
call
gonna
them.
say, it seems more of like a water balloon fight in the vibe that Cinnamon gives off. But
I mean, it's just because he's him. I don't think he's phased by too terribly much. Basically, his realm has two different ruling situations. The little guys, which are like Cinnamon size, so Cinnamon's like a foot tall-ish, and smaller, are ruled by the Red Queen, I believe. I might get this wrong. I don't know. And then the ones that are Cinnamon size or bigger are ruled by the Blue Queen. Same land. Same kingdom, same land.
If we're getting this in Cinnamon speak, this is hilarious.
They just, exactly. And they just decided to go to war. I don't know what they went to war about. I tried. I don't think he knows either. He was just like, it's wartime! And like got like real hype about it. And they went to war and he was gone for a little while. And I asked if he like needed help. And I was like, I'll come astral in there and help. He was like, no, we're good. And then one day he came back and I was like, how's the war going? He's like, we lost. And he was like all stoked about it. And I was like, is that a good thing? He's like, it's the same. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, Cinnamon speak.
So
Anyway.
Oncoming Storm here is asking if we have resources to like learn about other realms. That's tricky.
There's so many different realms.
Yeah.
So as far as like how the actual realm system works, etc., not a ton other than like stuff, honestly, that like I've put out about talking about the different layers of the universe cake or other people's like structures of the universe type of situation. But if you want to learn like individual types of realms, I mean, there's tons of stuff on Fae. We always recommend fiction books because it actually works a lot
where I was
better,
gonna
actually. A lot of times. So you can talk, read books about Fae. Emily Wilde is the one we always recommend because it's so accurate for how the Fae actually are in a lot of senses. There's tons of different realms to them. The dragons have realms. Demons have realms. Honestly, Hell of a Boss and Has Been are great resources as far as how the realms work. Like that is truly, in a lot of ways, how they work.
Percy Jackson's another kind of good one.
Yeah.
It's not perfect, but it works enough as an introduction to like how things go.
And deity realms are what I call eternal realms. Basically, realms function through connection to one another. So if you lose all connection to other realms, that's when your realm starts to die, basically. So when we talk about eternity realms, it's realms that are permanently connected, basically, to this layer of the universe cake via myth and story and the fact that they walked around down here, etc. And those would be our, like, what we would consider, like, deity realms, essentially.
Yep.
And so those are what's talked about in Percy Jackson, obviously Olympus and Hades, or the underworld, depending upon how you want to talk about it. And yeah, I think they're depicted decently well in that sense. But they're all very, very different. Like the
Yeah.
Duat, which is the Egyptian underworld, is so different from like the Yomi, which is like the Japanese underworld, or the like Hades, which is like the Greek underworld. Like they're all very individual realms. They might have connections to each other still, because again, connecting realms is a good thing. But yeah, they're very different.
Kristen asks for our opinions on Brian Froud's Faye. I don't know who Brian Froud is.
I don't know who that is either, but do tell.
Yeah, I'm gonna Google this person on my
he-
phone so you don't hear my loud typing. That's probably a good idea.
Not the Bartimaeus. Is he the Bartimaeus
No,
trilogy
he's
guy?
an
No.
illustrator. No, that's
Oh.
I read the Bartimaeus trilogy. I loved them when I was
I did too.
little.
It's on my shelf, which was I was trying to squint and look at it, and I can't remember the last name there. So that's why I was like,
Yeah, apparently they
something
did like
similar.
a book of fairies. That
"Oh,
was
Labyrinth and the
illustrated.
Dark Crystal." Yeah, Labyrinth for sure.
Yeah.
They definitely,
Yeah,
very much.
Yeah,
accurate.
Dark Crystal Gelflings, OMG, and the variety of creatures too. 100%. I grew up on the
Oh,
Dark
for sure.
Crystal. Makes me very happy.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah.
I was skeptical at first, but yes. Yeah.
Anyway,
The thing about realms is they haven't, it's hard to like solidly study it and test it. Cause like astrology, we've had thousands of years, we play with it, we work with it, and we like figure out how it works. Tarot, even with psychic mediumship, you can vet things and test things. With realms, it's like, I found this one, I found that one, and there's like infinite of them. Sometimes they're common. And some of them are, like you said, more alive than others, especially depending on how much attention they're given from us.
yeah, or not just us, other realms too. Like I found realms that had no idea anything about us. They don't have any connections to Earth really. I just kind of popped in there,
Yeah.
but they're connected, really deeply connected to a bunch of other realms around them, and it's like, oh, okay, cute.
Yeah.
Like,
But
it
from
just
like
kind
our
of
perspective
depends.
in our studies,
Yeah.
if we haven't given them attention, obviously they don't have resources. So.
Yeah. So
Same thing with
Yeah.
people. If you don't pay attention to them and give them resources, they get swept under the rug, and that's not nice.
And they used to have a lot more connections down here on planet. So like it's important to remember too, like the planet vibration used to be a lot higher in the sense where a lot more things could actually walk around down here in the flesh. Like when we get stories of deities like doing stuff, or people in a lot of cases, they actually were. They were doing the stuff and or people. And you really could go into Zeus's temple and see him sitting there on occasion and like that kind of thing. Like they actually could walk around here down here. And so could other beings. That's why we have, like, for example, all of the different dragons in so many different cultures. Is dragons came and interacted with so many different cultures that never talk to each other at all. Like they would still have myths of dragon stuff. Like we're looking at compare like Southeast Asia, they have dragons, to like the Inca and the Maya. They have dragons. They never communicated. Like and like it's because in a lot of ways those dragons were actually able to come through and be there. And same with Fae. There's famous everywhere. And same with like mermaids and things like that. These different beings from different realms coming through. Even cryptids, like things like in that nature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything you see in the woods in Appalachia or Appalachia.
Yeah, it is a diplomatic nightmare. I'm not gonna lie. Like the politics are absolutely insane.
Yeah.
It's so
I've gotten
much.
roped into that in my dreams on occasion. You know, the whole bridge thing kind of gets tied in sometimes. Bridges
Yeah.
burn, man. But yeah.
Yeah, no, it is so political. Like it is a lot of politics, a lot of the time.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, we really liked the end of Has Been. Both of us, I think, really enjoyed it.
I liked it, except my favorite character is Lucifer,
Spoilers.
and I
Little
don't like
light
the way it
spoiler
ended. I don't.
warning.
Yeah, I don't. They didn't wrap up the story. They just kind of dropped his story and did not actually acknowledge things. And they like time skipped a little bit to like this happy ending kind of montage scenario. And it's like, whoa, a whole conversation has to have happened here that you set up as like an expectation that I expected to be delivered upon. And it wasn't, and it made me sad.
Well, it's because they're giving you the whole season. Like,
Yeah, but
The
like
next
a
season is-
small conversation, 10
Yeah.
seconds would have done it.
I agree.
Like, okay, yes, in 2 years when the next season comes out, will I be clinging to the screen? Absolutely, because I want to see this payoff. But that's not the way to goad me into it. I would have done it just voluntarily.
Oh, I don't think it was goading us into it necessarily. I think
It
it was
goaded
just
me.
like, I think, in my opinion, I think a technical conversation right after he experiences what he experiences wouldn't have been as valuable as like the whole season when he's like digested what he's actually experienced. I think we're going to see him actually have to like cope with maybe some of his own mortality or something in the next one.
Oh yeah, for his personal
know.
stuff. I just think Charlie had some stuff that she should have said on screen.
Yeah, she should have said some stuff for sure. I'll give you that.
Yeah,
I'll give you
that's all I'm looking for.
I
Yeah.
loved it. Sir Pentious is the best, in my personal opinion. I enjoyed
Oh
him
my god.
so,
The fact that Sir Pentious made me cry.
so many times. More than once.
Dan and I were sitting on the couch together at this part I told you about. We were both crying in Sir Pentious's last song. We'll put it that way.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
Weston and I were both crying too. Every time we've watched it since we've cried. It was
Yeah.
the whole last episode was just a tear fest, really.
Yeah, it hits some kind of an energetic vibration or something that we all just need right now. I feel like it's like this, we're not getting it from reality, so this is kind of hitting that spark, and yeah.
Right. Yeah, and I will say something I noticed about the last episode, which I think is really cool, and I hope that they explore more because they've never really explicitly said this, as far as I have knowledge of. It makes it very clear that only warlords have magic,
Yeah.
or overlords
Yeah.
have magic, and I love that. I was like, ooh, which also means Nifty at some point was an overlord, which I think is
Was or is,
freaking
yeah.
hilarious. But of the bugs,
Yeah.
clearly.
Yeah. Nikki and Baxter are another favorite of mine now.
Yeah, they were great. We're talking about Has Been Hotel. Someone asked us our recap thoughts. Someone asked, what were we talking about? We're talking about that. We also are about to go into realms more because there's a bunch of
Yeah.
realm questions that just popped up. But anyway, I loved that little like detail, and I was like, oh, now being an overlord makes more sense. It's not just that; it's like you get actual power from it, which
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's how we feel about the last episode of Has Been for that season.
We have many thoughts, actually. I could go on for like a whole episode in general. I love demons, okay? I think they're such a vibe. I hang out with them. I really enjoy like the demon realms and stuff. I fully enjoy them, and so it's really fun to see that they're getting like kind of some of their own flowers a little bit, and it makes me really happy.
Yeah. Agreed. Yeah.
Someone had a question. Favorite interactions with other dimensions, and also the politics is scary for my human self. Don't be scared of the politics unless you're like trying to negotiate for like realm connections or something crazy. Like it's fine. And
If they don't come to you and say, "Take me to your leader," you're good.
right? And if you go like astral someplace and you popped into a realm you weren't supposed to get, you're just gonna get booted. Like
Yeah.
it's happened to me a lot, much to my chagrin. I'll be like, "Ooh, this is boom." I'm like, "Well, never."
I've been at the table a couple times, and it's the thing. Like some of it, you're like, "This could have been an email."
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, I've negotiated a lot for, again, my revived realm space, and sometimes it goes great, and sometimes it does not go great, and that's okay. We've had a ton of different interactions with other realms and beings and stuff. Do you have a favorite? I don't know. I have so many.
Interactions with different. I mean, I liked our realm party that we did.
Oh, we did.
In April. That was fun. I actually got introduced to a guide who's finally paid off on a promise that they made that time this week. So that was fun. But we've been working together this whole year because we got to finally connect at the party. They were DJing the party.
Yeah, occasionally I'll throw parties on the other side and everyone goes sleep astral. Wake up in the morning and it's like, oh, wow, we did a bunch of this. I'm like, yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We did stuff.
Yeah, like usually when I'm doing realm stuff, I'm either, now this is a couple things that have happened. I'm either doing it by myself and I don't really interact with other people that much. Or there have been a few times, and I know I've brought this up with you, where I'll be doing like realm stuff and I'll get stuck and I call for Emily.
Yeah.
It's like,
Which
in
is
my
fine.
sleep last night, I was calling for you to come help me with something. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's okay. I show up.
Yep.
I definitely do. And you're not the only one, too. I've had other people be like, hey, so I was stuck doing a thing. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, usually it's like if I'm annoyed with something and I don't want to deal with them anymore, you're really good. Like even with there was a client situation a couple years ago where I was getting really overwhelmed by stuff that was going on, and we were all in a car together for an extended enough period of time that my energy was getting a little bit
It was like an hour and a half.
chaotic.
Yeah, it was a long time. Mhm.
Yeah, and so M like recognized it and put a little box around me energetically, and I was like, okay, I can just be ignored for a second. So it's usually stuff like that where like I'm about to get ticked and I need to still be nice, so I'll call Emily in because Emily can help me with that.
Yeah. Happy to do it. Happy to do it. I feel like a little
Yeah.
bubble machine. Like, I come
Yeah.
in all happy. Yeah. uh-huh. Yeah. So do you create the room for the astral party, or is it a specific place? It's usually on my realm. So it's a large-ish realm. Only about 50% of it's actually restored too. I was actually doing other stuff last week or something to actually restore more of it, which was an experience. I don't know. Apparently I have these healing bees now. I don't know where they came from.
Of course you do. I always think of you when I see bees.
I know. I'm a very bee person. For those of you who don't know, my whole life people have always been like, every time they've tapped into my energy or anything, like, wow, it looks like bees. And I'm like, okay, that's weird. And my name means industrious. So as a kid, like my dad would always be like, oh, like the bees and whatever. I'm like, okay, odd. And I got validation after validation. I was like, fine, I'll get some bee tattoos. So I have 5 bee tattoos. But now apparently I've got these weird healing ones. They like are glowy, fuzzy sort of looking things. Anyway, beside the point. I found them there doing
Yeah.
something. I don't know. I was asleep.
Mine are bees. I wouldn't trust them to be healing.
It's weird though they are like, and they fix
Yeah,
like
I
very
believe
deep
you.
energy wounds
Yeah.
that were like kind of necrosis type of energy wounds, and I like
Ooh.
shoved a bunch of bees in, and not the bees, the honey, into the space, and it
The honey
worked.
sounds fine.
I was like, new. I love new things. Yeah, I'm always surprised to learn stuff.
Yeah.
Maven, like all the time.
I really don't think there's always something different, and that's like if you thought you knew enough to feel like experienced, you're wrong. And that's why like
Right.
one of my things that I've used in this life and I use in other realm stuff, I have so much more like centered confidence in other realm stuff because of who my energy is. But I always show up and I just assume I know enough to be respected. And so I brought that into this experience too, where I walk into a situation and I'm like, I know I am old enough to be respected. I know that my life has given me a lot of experiences. So for whatever I'm dealing with right now, I have enough experience or know enough to be respected, and I will expect it. It helps.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
One
or
time,
play. Laugh
If we're
at it.
talking about things that are surprising, one time I was in a like very vampire heavy realm fighting to help a friend. It wasn't me. I had no beef, but a friend had beef, and I was like, sure. And I astral there, awake astral, not sleep astral, and I was like narrating, kind of like what I was seeing, and we were all collaborating and like, yes, like this and that, and you see this thing, and then yes, you see that thing, and whatever. It was really cool. Until I turn around and a vampire guy pops into the space, butt ass naked, and was like, knee long schlong, like schlong to knee. And I was like, this is horrific. What are we doing? And it was just like, we're throwing you off kilter. I'm like, you're just gross.
Yeah.
So is there always a surprise? Always a surprise. And that's when I know, like, every time that happens, I'm like, yeah, I'm really astral projecting because I sure as fuck did not come
Yeah.
up with that.
That is not something I would pull out of my imagination.
No. I was like, ew. Gross. But, like,
Yeah.
surprising stuff happens all the time. Yeah. Actually, let me throw this out to you guys. I'll throw this out to you guys because I have been kicking this idea around and I would love some validation. I have been debating doing an astral class, an astral projection class. It would be like a couple months long, and we'd be doing like 1 to 2 journeys a month, where it would be a journey that I kind of like narrate and I pull our energy to and like get us there after I teach for like a week or 2 of like how to do some astral stuff. Then I narrate the journey, get us there, and then afterwards we all have a call together to collaborate on what we saw, what we felt, what came up for us, so we can all validate each other. Is that something that you guys would want to do? Is that something that feels aligned? Is that something you'd be like, oh my God, that seems so awesome? Or is that like, meh? If it's meh, that's fine. Like, tell me
Donna
it's meh.
says yes in all caps.
Well, that's cool. That's good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to do something that's more like experiential learning heavy
Yeah.
instead of like lesson learning heavy. Okay, cool, fun, yes.
Fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's okay if you've done an accident. Again, we would teach you, and like there's different layers to astral projection. We go through the whole, like I'd go through the whole everything, but I I don't know. I wanted to do something more in it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm helping my Brocari community right now. We're talking about astral stuff and like how you can astral to someone and do healing and whatever. And I was telling them about like I've done a lot of astral. They use a throw stick. A throw stick is a tool in Brocari, and they use that as like a something to help them astral. And I was like, I've never thought about that before. I just sort of do it. I was telling them about like my grandmother and that one lady that hit her head off of the sink and was in a coma.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. And I astral to them, and
That
one of
one
them
lady
woke
with
up.
her head off is in a coma.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All
She
right,
was the
cool.
one that
Well-
did wake up.
Yes, I'm so glad. Amazing.
No offense, Grandma didn't.
I know. I know.
That was a
Oh.
different story. It was way like the coolest story I've ever experienced, though. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. First of all, thank you guys. I'm glad.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can make it very safe. Like I would never
Yeah.
do anything that would be dangerous in astral
Yeah.
spaces at all.
But
I'm glad.
I
they'd be
wouldn't say
interested.
this for everybody, but when you're working with M, I can guarantee all of the safety procedures for your mental health are going to be included
yeah.
in the lessons. So
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And in your physical and spiritual
Yeah.
safety too. Sorry, I keep trying to make myself not white out. I know I'm white, but I'm not that white. Like, why does it keep doing this to me? Anyway, it's beside the point.
You're just glowing. It's just a glow.
It's the inside. It's not though. I'm not that
It's
glowy right
not.
now. Thank you. Refocus, computer. But no, I would be very, and also spiritual safety, because when you do astral stuff, you want to be protected, whatever. So that would be part of what I taught and how we would do it, and plus you'd have my protection energy too, which is significant. I wanted to share though. Yesterday we went thrifting, and because we were doing some thrifted presents for Christmas, which I'm not going to share
Nice.
because my daughter watches these, so I'm
No,
not telling you what it
hi.
is. Yeah, I don't know if she always watches the lives. Currently they're in school, but my oldest follows all of my stuff really closely, which is really cute.
That's
She's
super
precious.
cute.
They both want to be on at some point. Both my girls. TJ would die. My son was like, does not want to be anywhere near a camera. But my girls want to be on. Anyway, beside the point. We went thrifting to do some stuff, and it was vibe. I love thrifting. Thrifting's just my jam. But it's always so fun for me because whenever you're thrifting, it's like, don't touch that thing. That thing's gross. The energy is wrong. This thing's fine though. Like blah blah blah. Right. So it's always like a spiritual exercise as well. And at the first store, I ended up getting this huge, absolutely massive bag of yarn. And I'm like, I'm going to do a series on TikTok where I crochet, like randomly pick a yarn and crochet something out of that yarn, basically. Because that seems super freaking fun. So I'm going to do that. And that was fun. That was my first score of the day. But then my last score, we almost didn't go to this thrift store. But I was like, you know what? Let's go to this one, I guess. Like, whatever. It's a Catholic one. And I'm like, they're the least white supremacist at the moment of those types of religions. So it's cool. And I do love a Maripope. So let's just vibe. So we went in there, and they actually do it, like this particular one does like a lot for the community. Like they're very heavily, they have their actual food bank attached, and they have their actual like shelter and stuff attached. Like it's all like right in that space. And I was like, cool, we'll go there. So we went there, and it was decently busy, and we were meandering around because we needed a couple like last things for the gift that I'm doing. And it's a big squirrel outside. We turn this corner, and it's like in the sporting goods section that I'm in, and I look over, and there's a stack of Oracle cards, like a stack of them, like 8 decks stacked on top of each other. And there's one other deck of cards that's mixed in there too, and I'll explain that in a second. But I was like, no way. Like I've never found, I don't know about you, I've never found any type of Oracle. I found tarot before, but it's usually like the Rider-Waite tarot or something like that, like a very common. I've never found a stack of decks anywhere in a thrift store ever. And so I went over there, I was like, what is this? All of them are authentic Doreen Virtue decks that were definitely purchased a long time, because a lot of them are out of print. Like
Yeah.
they're not being printed. And I was like, no way. And it, like clearly someone was like, angels, Catholic, sure. Just like donate. So I am now the proud owner of like 7 Doreen Virtue Angel decks. They're all different. I got such a kick out of it. I was hoping for the Doreen Virtue Past Life deck, which we love. I say that sarcastically because it's the one that's like, what am I supposed to expect tomorrow? And it's like, transportation.
Yeah. That's the one that like did me dirty in Egypt, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I was like, okay, well, I can't leave these. Oh, and one is a Hicks. What's the name of the couple?
Abraham
the
Hicks?
Hicks couple. They did the Abraham Hicks stuff, but their name's Esther and someone Hicks. One of them is from them. Yeah. Yeah. One is their deck. And then, but honestly, I don't know. I don't think these have ever really been used. Like maybe one of them has been used, but like realistically, I'm like, I don't think these were really ever used a ton. Like they're not, like they're in pristine condition and I should cleanse the energy, but they're like rare Doreen Virtue decks. I was like, okay, cool. Which I got a kick out of. I was like, I guess that's why we had to come here, is to save the decks.
Danny's got it. The that one person who got really into reading and then converted into religion and abandoned it. Well, that's Doreen Virtue's story too. So
yeah, that's her. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly her story. I think she went full psychosis, to be totally honest. I don't think she went into religious psychosis like pretty significantly.
Yeah.
But yeah, her decks are still good. I mean,
Yeah.
they're really love and light. Like they're really love and light. Like
Nothing can ever
extremely.
go wrong in those decks.
Okay, so we do need to talk about the Past Life deck that did Krista dirty, though. This deck is so funny.
They
okay?
all did on this trip. Let's just put it clear that way. So like,
Yeah.
but this one is really funny. I forget.
That's
what it
true.
said.
Yeah, every deck you pulled from did you dirty that trip. That was really mean. So we, one of our travelers and friend of ours brought this deck to Egypt, and we were sitting around the table and we were like, let's pull. We were pulling cards because we all brought decks. Like the table was covered in decks, and we were like, let's pull from this deck, and it had no guidebook at all. It was just the cards, and they had a word and like 3 words under it, like a little phrase under it for explanation and a picture. And it was technically a past life deck, so you could like figure out who you were in a past life or whatever. But we were trying to be like, okay, like what?
I don't see how that would have been a function of
I
this
don't,
deck.
I don't know. But we were like, let's try to like use it for like future sight, whatever, and be like, what were we were again?
We were trying to
we were in
anticipate the
Egypt.
eclipse, I think.
Yeah, we're in Egypt.
Yeah.
It was right before the eclipse because we were about to go down to Aswan. Because we were about to do the sleeper train. It was right before the sleeper train.
It was
the next
yeah.
day.
Yeah.
And we were like, okay, like what can we expect tomorrow? And it literally was like transportation with a picture of a train. And we'd be like,
You're
yeah,
not wrong. Yeah.
like you're right. And then like magic or like
Yeah.
witchcraft. And we're like,
Yeah.
Yep.
Mine was abandonment. So
yours is abandonment,
Yeah.
which I don't think was applicable, but
it was at the moment.
it was at the moment.
Yep. It was.
I
and
also
then it
got
wasn't.
unrequited love, which I thought was
Yeah, you were
hilarious.
sitting right
Weston
next to
sitting
Weston.
across the table from me, my husband, and I was like, oh no. Like, but the funny thing is, the way that one came through is I went to sleep before him on the felucca by like a long time. And so he stayed up really late alone on the bonfire on the side of the Nile. And I was like,
Just
oh my God,
choice.
your love was unrequited. I was like, I guess.
And it was the night of the eclipse. It was your eclipse story. Yeah.
Equinox, yeah.
Yeah, the eclipse was right around there. They were the
Yeah, the eclipse was I think before then, because we wanted to. We were traveling outside of it. It had just happened, I think. To
Yeah,
close
it was
out.
the day we went to Saqqara. Was the
Yeah,
eclipse. So it was the day after the felucca.
Yeah, and oh, I was gonna say something else with that too. The other thing
Sorry,
in this
Connor.
deck, there was a soldier card. This is wild. Okay, we do not condone this. Again, Doreen Virtue, kind of off her rocker. So like, let's be 100% real here.
Yeah.
Of all the soldiers, which soldier do you think they would chose to depict? It's not that one. It's a Confederate soldier. Like, so just so you're aware. Like, what?
So this is relevant to the story. Kristen asks, have y'all had the same card get pulled back to back?
Yes.
Yes.
So many times.
Yes, I have. For
It
about
really-
this whole past year, no matter what deck I was pulling from, Sekhmet was stalking me. Even Liz is on this chat.
Ridiculous.
You had
amounts.
to roll a dice in this one deck. I think you had to roll like 2 dice, add it together. The page number that was associated with that would then be the card you pulled. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I had been Sekhmet did me dirty in Egypt itself. And then in every deck, because they were all Egyptian at the time, every card, even like if I was like, no, I'm not going to pick a card, the person next to me would draw Sekhmet, or the card would jump out at me and it was Sekhmet. It was
It
just
was funny,
really
honestly. It was excessive. Like, it
Yeah.
was constant.
And then months later, we're in Tahoe, and Liz pulls out this, this, yeah, you're confirming it. I roll the dice, and I'm like, there's no way, because it's just so random. I put the numbers together, go to the page, it's freaking Sekhmet. So, yes, I have had the same card come up multiple times. In fact, the days around I got getting hit by the car was death. Go figure. Death and the devil.
Sorry, I didn't know
Yeah.
that. That's really funny.
kept popping up, and I was like, I guess I'm going through a transformation.
A very physical one.
But yes, I can do it now.
But also, you didn't actually die.
I
So
didn't
that's
actually
why
die.
this is
I
funny.
was talking to someone last week who is associated with the angel of death, Azrael. And we were just having like a friend chat. And Dan has decided that my life is just a really condensed version of Final Destination where death is just following me and keeps trying and failing. And so I said this to that person, and they, on behalf of Azrael, was like, sorry. I'm like, yeah, well, try again sometime else because it's not today.
Honestly, I need to reach out to them. I keep
Yeah.
meaning to.
Yeah. They're doing okay.
Okay.
Yep.
I do keep meaning to, though.
Yeah.
You mentioned that. I was like, oh, I had that on my list. My memory has been so bad lately. I honestly think it's a curse or something. Like, I'm really seriously working on it. I downloaded and I'm paying for an app to help my memory because I am that. It's a mess up there. I'm like, what is going on? So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Drama deck.
Seriously though, oh my God. I mean, Liz confirms down there, it was everywhere. And I was feeling so attacked because I was like, what do you want from me? I figured it out.
Yeah. Yeah, so
got this.
it happens. If you have a card, repeat, it happens. It's sometimes I will literally be like, fine, the deck is broken right now then, and just stop pulling.
It's like you pull a clarity card or whatever, and it's just like not helpful. So it's like, great, I'm not supposed to understand until the thing happens. And in that case, forget you. Like, I'm just done. And then whatever's supposed to happen happens, and you're like, oh, there it is.
Right. I just realized I just got really excited. One, I got my planner yesterday, so that's very exciting.
Sorry,
my
just read
honeycomb
the-
planner. Real
I just read
hype.
the comment. Shauna's comment. The not
Oh,
today
yeah.
story about death.
You
when-
beat death a lot.
I do beat death a lot. I literally had a chandelier fall nearly on me. As I told my husband, I found my death in astrology. Yeah.
Yeah, Krista knows when they're going to die. I know when Krista's going to die.
Yep.
No, we won't be doing that for you. It's a
No.
very unique situation.
It was an accident. I did not mean to find it. But it actually was encouraging for me. It's longer than medicine would say I've got. So
Yeah, it's a good thing.
yeah,
So they were
yeah,
celebrating, and
totally
then a
fine.
light fell
And I'm
behind
not going
them.
to stress
and-
about it for at least 30 years. So
Yeah, they were celebrating, and then a light fell down behind them and almost killed them, and they were like, no.
no, well, the manager came out and was like, that could have killed you. And I just said, not today. So, yeah. But what were you saying, Em?
Oh, I got my planner, my honeycomb planner. It arrived
Yes.
yesterday. Very excited about it. Super
they
duper
exciting?
stoked. If you guys don't know,
Yeah.
we're working with this amazing company called Honeycomb, and they make you custom planners for the year based on your personal astrology chart. They're amazing. They're super cool. But I got that. I meant to bring it
There
up to you
are
because
so
I was
many
like,
people.
oh, Krista, you're going to have to tell me stuff about it because
gonna-
let's be real. I
yeah.
am an astrological. When
This
it comes to
makes
astrology,
sense
I
to
think
me.
I'm
I'm
like
so
a second
excited about
grader. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it comes to astrology, I feel like I'm a second grader. Like, I know basically what all the signs do. I understand different, like,
Gabe.
what houses do for the most part. And then when you put the stuff there, I get it. I get the planets and the signs, and I get that. But when it's like, oh, this is your progressed aspected timeline, I'm like, yep.
Sorry, I don't mean to laugh.
No, you can laugh. That's fair. Anyway,
Progressions
so I got that.
are included in this.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I also recently made a talisman, and I got a bunch of chains for it, and I just remembered those, so I might put that together while we talk here, because I was like, and I was like, oh yeah, I got my planner, and I was gonna hype that up, and then I saw these two. So if you're like, what are you doing? That's what I'm doing. I think I'm gonna figure out which necklace I want to put for my talisman. You guys can see my talisman. It's actually really cute. I will show you. I decorated it pretty. Let's see if you can see it. You can. Look at it. It's a little bee. And then the little lines are actually my
Gorgeous.
name in the Om or the Oam. That's like my actual name. So yeah, it's like a
Actually, I was just
cartouche,
looking
but my version. And it's the bees a sigil. So, in fact.
because
Yeah.
you have bees in your realm that heal people.
Apparently.
Yeah. I was just looking at my secondary progressed moon, and this is going to sound jargony to everybody, but like I had a full moon in Sagittarius that quickly went to Capricorn, which is where the moon is in detriment. So I had a really rough full moon couple of years, second progressions wise. And it's about to come into it. It got into Aquarius, and I noticed that shift viscerally last year. And now this year it's going to be moving. It's going to be moving into its own decan or 10-degree section of Aquarius, and I think that's going to be. It's going to be in there by January 1st, which means I think it might have happened. I'm going to have to confirm, like yesterday or today or sometime this week, because dang, if my sadness didn't improve a lot. I've been struggling with it all year, and today was the first day I actually woke up happy, which
Aw.
yeah, it was
wonderful.
huge. Yeah,
Super wonderful.
I didn't get bullied in my dreams last night for the first time in forever. I've been having
That's
a very
super
hard
nice.
time
I
with
totally
dreams.
fucking did. So
Yeah.
I'm glad you. It's fine.
All of my
but-
dreams have been bullying me lately, but I got used to it. I'm just like, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, the planners are. I mean, I can't understand everything, but I have a reasonable grasp on it, and they're really good at explaining stuff. So, Shauna, if you're
Yeah.
like on the fence, or if anyone's on the fence, like
Yeah.
it's too complicated. Again, I'm like an astrological second grader when it comes to this, and it's not too bad for me. Like, there's some stuff I'm not going to know, but like, there's a good chunk that I'm like, oh, I get it. I get what this is.
Yeah.
And we can figure that out, and I can Google that. So,
And they do like visualize stuff for you, and they highlight something to let you know it's important. And also, when they're explaining things, this is my favorite thing. It's not gatekeepy or jargony. This is literally a half a page, and it explains everything you need to know.
yeah.
So yeah, Gabe knows these people as well. It's just really great. It was something that I started using when I was learning all the techniques. It helped me a lot. And even if you don't know the techniques yet, one of the things we've been recommending that I still highly recommend is just write down if something happens on a day. Use this as a journal, and it becomes your own
Yeah.
archive. So as you do start
Okay.
learning more things, when something happens, you can check the last time it happened for you in your archive of these planners that are set up for that. It's really,
Yeah.
really nice.
And it helps if you ever get a reading with Krista to be like, this is stuff I have written down. And Krista
Yeah,
can help
and I'll
you
be
with
like,
that.
do we know when this started? And you'll be like, yes, and here's what happened. And then we can narrow it down and make the most of your time even more.
Yeah.
We'll geek out together. It'll be fun.
Yeah. Also, just go with whatever baseline options, like whatever they recommend. That's what I did. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just rolled with it.
Yep.
Someone asked, I noticed that there's colors that are significant in different realms, such as red and blue. Do you have any insight into that? Realms are so much more complex than
Yeah.
it's like Earth, but
Yeah.
many of them in different ways with different rules. So,
And colors are vibrations. So if you think about it
Yeah.
more, thank you. If you think
Right.
about it more about the vibration stuff, just like the sky
Why
being
can't I put this
blue
on?
is not because the sky is blue, right? We know it's actually stars and all that kind of stuff up there, but blue is the wavelength our eyes take in of
Yeah.
the sky. So, yeah.
So, sort of.
Whoop. Colors are funky in our realm too.
Colors are relevant everywhere. I think it's so cool that we live in a realm where the sky changes colors. It makes me deeply happy every single day. I'm like, oh, we live in such a funny realm.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh my
it's so
gosh.
funny that our sky just changes colors on a daily. It's so cute.
When I was a kid, the first song I ever wrote, and I won a district-wide competition with it, was about the sky changing colors in the morning and at night. It's like I was going to grow up to do stuff with the sky or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
The hints
weird.
were there. But yeah,
I gotta love a subtle foreshadow.
they were, some were subtle, some were subtle. My protesting Pluto's not being a planet, not so subtle.
No,
I had a petition
pretty
with over
direct.
100 signatures on it that I sent to NASA in 3rd grade.
To make sure Pluto stayed planet.
And that year it did. It actually took them a couple more years before they were like, nope, it's a planetoid or whatever. So
It's planet.
I got a pizza party.
Congrats.
Thanks. I saved Pluto.
Oh my goodness.
Which is ironic because Pluto's, constantly trying to kill me. So we'll be buddies.
We talked about this on our episode that's going to come out on Monday, but I wanted to bring it up on here too. The next moon, the new moon on next Friday, is so full of whimsy. It's so much fun. It's such a whimsical, like magical play pretend, and that will call in real magic type of moon. And I'm like really excited about it. We will be going live again next Friday to like talk about it, but I wanted to share it with you guys too, because if there is some stuff that you want to manifest, like some magical fun, playful things, or even some big things that you want to come up with magical, fun, playful ways to call that in. Prep now, because it's going to be cool. Again, I went all pale again. Okay, here we go. I'm back.
You look
I was
great
like, why
today.
do you keep washing me out? I need to just get a better camera for this laptop, I guess. It was a nice camera a couple years ago when I got this laptop, and now it is not as nice. But yeah, it's really cool. It's cool energy. And then it steps us right into the solstice, which is also amazingly cool energy. I love the winter solstice. So
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the solstice. Falling Star Watch this weekend. Yeah, I believe
yeah.
it's the Geminids this weekend.
it is the Geminids.
Yeah. The full moon, or I'm sorry, the new moon really quick. The reason it's whimsical is because it's Sagittarian and it's got Venus conjunct it. She's, the moon is separating from her, and so is the sun. She'll catch up with the sun eventually in January. But it's nice to have Venus there. She's not doing terribly there. Mars is the only thing I'm like, and like Saturn is squaring it. So like this is where it's the whimsy, but make it reality kind of situation, right? So the only thing I say with the whimsy is don't go so far that you dissociate entirely. This is our like structured whimsy, the whimsy that we're taking seriously and allowing to be realistic and real for us, which is fun. Play is totally something that is perfect for this. It also is ruled by an averse and retrograde Jupiter, which just basically means like internal vision stuff. Maybe really a nice thing too if you wanted to go that direction. Yeah. And this is all just personal experience with the moon. Obviously, in a world astrology kind of context, it might mean a couple different things.
Yeah, it's good for ritual and like concrete magic stuff too. Like it feels very good for that. But so is the solstice. Like I always do a ton of like concrete physical magic stuff on the winter solstice. We talked about pomanders. We might even make one on here, or at least talk about it on here.
And to Kristen's point, mine do get gross after a while. I just don't touch them.
Mine doesn't mold at all.
Yeah, it's not moldy, but it's dark colored. Like,
Yeah,
it's
so
not,
it
it's not
dries.
bright orange anymore.
Yeah, so what happens is you want to actually cover them as much as you can, as much of the surface area as possible for the pomander. And if you can hang it up, it's even better, because essentially what you're doing is you're letting the
Juice?
no, the things that you push into
cloves. I had this issue earlier this
the
week.
cloves dry it out.
Dry
Like
it out.
that's what it's doing. So it's creating a bunch of pockets to dry the fruit. So the idea is that you're letting it dry. So again, hang it up and make sure almost the entire like everywhere a clove can fit, make sure that clove is in the orange. It will shrivel and get black, but it will it should not mold.
Yes,
I have
can
never
be
had
grown.
one mold before.
Me either.
And I've been making them every winter solstice since I was 22 years old. So 11 years. So, but yeah. And if that doesn't work, if you're like, that still makes me uncomfortable, what you can do is you can actually do orange slices, dry those in the oven, and then put the cloves in the slices in like a ring and hang up a couple of the slices, make a little garland of them or something. Then they won't mold. They've been dried out and it's still the same thing.
Yep.
It'll probably get a little bit darker over the year, but you can also do that if that's an issue. I don't live in a very humid place, so I don't have a huge issue with mold in general. But I know Krista does live in a more humid place and doesn't have an issue.
I'm looking at mine right now. It is dark, but there is no mold. And it does, again, I have mine hanging on this really great bird feeder that's designed to there's a spear that would go through the soot cake or whatever in the bird feeder. I just spear it through my pomander, and it hangs in that all year round. So I end up having to clean that spear a lot, but it's because it's metal. So.
Yeah, and I will say pomanders work incredibly well for manifesting, like incredibly well. When you burn it the next solstice, you're supposed to think of like all the stuff you manifested with that pomander, and then like how that stuff came to pass. And if it hasn't come to pass, yes, you can manifest it again in the next pomander, but it works really, really well. We hang ours in a chain because my whole family does it. We celebrate the solstice like to the level we celebrate Christmas basically in my house. So we all do the pomanders, and they hang one after another down in like a chain. So the kids do like cuties, and I do like Wes and I do big ones. So
I need to get my citrus fruit this week. I have cloves aplenty, so
yeah. I need to I need to get it all. We actually last year we did a solstice party. So instead of Friendsgiving, we did solstice party. So all of our friends came over and made pomanders too, which was really fun. I like getting to share witchy stuff with people who not necessarily always witchy. So it's fun.
So if you're looking for a way to burn it, if you don't have an open flame, I'm really lucky I have a fireplace. What do you do?
So there's a couple different, a grill works. You
grill.
can also honestly burn it in like the sink. That's okay. Even if you just kind of, because it lights real easy. So if you burn it over like the sink, it will light on fire, and it doesn't have to be all the way to ash. If you just kind of burn it a little bit, it's fine. It's more of the symbolic there. The other
As long
thing
as
you
the
can do if
cloves
you
go off,
really,
it looks cool.
if you really, really can't burn it, I highly recommend burning it. But if you really, really can't, you can go bury it somewhere, and it does the same thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, just use a lighter in your sink.
That's totally fine. Yeah. Or or you can bury it. Yeah.
Yep. Fun stuff.
Or if there's a place where you can go that's a public park that has built-in
Little
barbecues,
bonfires. Yeah.
like little built-in barbecue things, like picnic tables, they'll sometimes have those like iron grill things. You can go do that too. I've done that before.
yeah.
That was not up here because we don't have any of those because I live in places. So, but yeah, you can do that too. I've done a bunch of magic on those little grill things before, different places. Yeah, good question. Good question. This year, I'm also going to be doing the 12 Magical Nights ritual, and I suggested this to Krista, so I think Krista's going to do it as well,
Absolutely.
which is really fun. So essentially, what you do is you, I can go over this in more detail probably in the next podcast episode will come out after. Anyway, I'll talk about it now. But essentially what you do is you come up with 13 things you want to manifest. And these are not like baby little things. You're talking like things you want to manifest that are like big deal things that you want this next year. Like things that you're like kind of wildest dream things, right? Like big stuff. Because even if it doesn't fully get there, you're going to be pulled towards that. So things are going to change in alignment with that. So that's what we're really going for. So you want to write them out, all 13 out on little strips of paper, like 1, 2, 3, like a little paper. Roll those up, squish them up so that you can't see them. Put them in a jar or whatever that is. Kind of bless them, amp up their energy, give them good energy, whatever. And then every night from the solstice to the end of the 12 nights, you pull one of them. Do not read it and burn it. You pull it and burn it and pull it and burn it. And then on the 13th night, you pull it, and that 13th one that's there, you open up, and that's the one that you're responsible for taking action towards manifesting. The rest, the universe is going to do for you.
Yeah.
And
Actually,
yeah.
go ahead.
No, go.
I brought this up on a live I did for John Edwards community this week, and someone said, what if I can't think of 13 things? In that case, I said, just think of fun things, because I think in that case, you're allowing the universe to prove to you what it can do. So, just think of something goofy, like I want a more comfortable routine, or I want, more time to read books, or, those kinds of things.
It can also be like, I befriend the crows in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
I find $100 on the ground. Like, it can be silly things too. Like, that's okay. And to write your manifestations present tense, write them in present tense. So that's really important.
Yep. Manifestations, affirmations, that kind of same Z's vibe.
Or it could just be, I have more love in my life. Like, that's fine too. I do recommend noting them down in a journal secondarily to that, though, so you don't forget them.
Yeah. So that when
so
they
you can
actually
check
show
back
up,
in.
you can write it in your honeycomb planner the day that it happens and see if a transit also goes with it. Or a timing thing.
No, you start on solstice. So you start on solstice. This is when you do the first one. You list them all out and you put them in the thing, and then you pull the first one on solstice and burn it.
Yeah.
And then you
it'd
do
be
it
too
for
late
the
to start
13
it
days
now if that
following.
were the case.
Yes.
Yep.
Not 13 days before. We are well within that window. Yeah. Your summer solstice is
Hey.
fine. You were welcome from the southern hemisphere. But yeah, totally fine. It works either way.
Yeah. Yeah. It's still like fire is still a thing at every equinox and solstice. So, and summer manifesting is still great too.
Yeah. Either one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was Wes and I were talking and getting excited for Peru yesterday as we were talking.
Yeah, I was just
about it.
thinking about
Speaking
that
of the
today. I need to
southern
make
hemisphere.
some stuff.
I know. I was like, oh yeah, like Peru is coming up. For those of you who don't know, our next trip is Peru. We are going to Peru in March. We do still have a couple spots open. If you really want to come with us, feel free. We would love that. We also have a trip to Greece and a trip to Germany and Austria to do castle tour. It's going to be amazing, and I get to eat all the pretzels, and that makes me deeply happy.
So on the Germany and Austria thing, I had my first voice lesson yesterday.
Oh yeah.
I'm going back into voice lessons, which is what that guide back in April who came into my life was like, you need to do more of this. And I was like, I'm with you, but I have this issue since I got laryngitis for like 4 days straight in 2021. I've had this issue in my throat. So I needed like a voice teacher to help me go through that and get over some like childhood trauma around that kind of stuff. And I had my lesson yesterday, and I told her, like, as we approach next fall, I want to start training on some good Sound of Music songs so that we can all sing them together. So I'm going to be ready.
I love this. This is fantastic. Also, if you come to Germany, it will be right after my book is published. Like,
Yes, it
right
will be.
after. So we will all get to have a fun celebration of the fact that Lacusta is out there. And she technically comes from Gaul, which is Germany. The north of it. But that is basically where she comes from. So we'll be in her homeland celebrating the book of her story all together. It will be a thing. So if you want to come celebrate that, that's Germany's the trip to come on. We're going to have a freaking blast. Plus it's Oktoberfest.
Yeah, plus German folk magic is my expertise, so I'll be able to teach you tons of folk magic to go along with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's coming out in late summer, early fall. I can't give an exact date yet, but late summer, early fall. I will be super on it with the pre-order dates, all those types of things. I do on my website.
You'll be able to buy the book and bring it to Germany and get it signed by the author.
Correct. I will write a customized message for all of our travelers too, because 1, I want to, and 2, I'm a sap, so like there's no way I wouldn't. But yeah, if you want to do that, you can do that. The other thing with that, anyways, if on my website right now, I do have a sign up list if you want to sign up for like Lacusta VIP stuff, which will just be perks or like, before launch info or maybe a live, I don't know, but that list is fun. So it is 11/11. If you want to head over there and join that list, it's just a free email list to join for all the Lacusta stuff. So it's happening, and it's with Hay House. So for those of you who don't know, I got a book deal. It's with Hay House and Penguin Random House. It's going to be in all the formats. It's international, so I signed a worldwide deal, so it includes their Australia, India, and UK locations as well. So Lacusta is really, she is very excited. I think she's still a little bit in shock about the whole thing, to be totally honest, because I don't think she almost has like a trust issue with like, is it actually gonna be real, because her story has been taken from her so many times. So anyway, that will be before Germany, so that's fun. But anyway, we were getting ready for Peru and getting excited about Peru, and I realized how lucky we are that we went to Iceland last year, because I have all the right clothes for going to Peru in March.
Right?
I was like, this is a win.
Yeah.
This is a big win.
We're building a really good travel capsule closet with the places that we've been.
Honestly, I have more clothes right now than I've ever owned in my entire damn life. But because we travel, I can't get rid of them, because like I need clothes for the Sahara and I need clothes for the Iceland, Peru.
Wool. I have merino wool everything on my Christmas list right now, because it's not cheap, but also it's like temperature controlled. So and it's light, because I only travel in a backpack. I do not like bring big suitcases and stuff. So I need to make sure it's like travel efficient when I get something. So I've been like merino wool everything.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good call. That's a really good call. And then like it's just funny, because like then when we go to any place that's like jungly, we also need like jungly clothes, which are different than Sahara clothes.
Yes,
like
they are.
Or and then there's also
hiking clothes.
right. Well, and then there's also just like European city clothes that need to happen too, or Japan city clothes that are like different than
or
all
like
of those
Thailand,
things.
which like you just want to feel comfy and flowy and nice. Yeah. Why do you prep to go?
Oh, what do you prep to go to?
Sahara besides you prep honestly what's the fabric that we recommend there?
Linen.
Cotton. Yeah, linen. There it is. Linen stuff and full body coverage, light layers. 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also because going into temples you need your shoulders and your knees covered.
But also
So there's
the,
that.
Yeah. The linen breathes really well, so you can have the full coverage, protection from the sun, respect in the temples, but still not suffocating.
Lots of scarves, lots of drapes, lots of layers. Many a time the scarf would be on top of my head to protect my hair part.
Yep.
Yeah, the coverage, breathable coverage is like super helpful, like ridiculously helpful.
Yeah. And the right shoes,
Yes.
because you're in a lot of sand a lot of the time.
Yeah. We have packing lists for everything.
We do.
And a little bear fan. You always
Always need a little bear
you
fan.
always bring
Non-negotiable.
a little bear fan.
I don't care if you're going to Ireland in
Bring
July,
it.
where it's still supposed to be chilly. Nope, you're gonna need a little bear fan.
Little bear fan lives in my purse. He
Yeah.
comes with me
In my car.
everywhere. Everywhere. I've used him in movie theaters because they're silent. Like you can't hear them. So in movie theaters, I've used them in restaurants. I recently used them at the absolutely torturous Christmas concert performance I went to on Tuesday night. Ugh. I don't listen. If Mr. Dante had attended a single child's birthday party, I think our levels of hell would look very different.
There would be a
Because,
few
like,
more of them, that's for sure.
oh my god. I love my children. I love them so much. I am not built for things like Christmas performances of all grades at the same, and like, yes, it was really cute when they're in elementary school. I've done this for like a lot of years now. So for me, I'm like, oh, it's a lot. And the funny thing is my daughter who was in it was like, I don't want to go. I was like, well, you have committed. So I have committed through you.
Yeah.
We're going together.
I respect you so much.
Anyway, Little Bear Fan was my companion because it was hot in that showroom. It was hot. They do it at the casino showroom, by the way. It's not like in school, thank God.
Wow.
So yeah. Well, it's all grades, like kindergarten through seniors. Like everybody does their songs and stuff. So we do it in our casino here. So
My school was small enough. We did it through we had an auditorium in the school, and it was haunted. So I got to chat with a ghost in there occasionally.
oh, very fun. The
Yeah.
casino showroom is also haunted because it's
I was gonna say.
long live Little Bear Fan. Yes, long live Little Bear Fans forever.
Yeah, may that company thrive.
Right? Truly. I don't think they're like a company I can actually get sponsored by. Like they're not like a company. You know, I think
Yeah.
they're. I don't know. I haven't found like an actual website for them or anything. They just sell through Amazon, and I'm like, I wish you would though.
Yeah,
I
we
would
need to
give
put
you
together,
so
like-
much business.
I want to put together a list of things that I travel because I've got it down to a science, like it's every little thing in my bag.
does, yeah.
So I really want to put that together and like do something with that.
Honestly, we both prepare very differently too. Like we have some overlapping stuff, but for a lot of stuff, like not really. We do different travel styles,
Yeah.
which is fun.
We do. Yep.
Yeah, strings concert for 5th graders sounds like an actual torture fest. So like, no, thank you.
Gosh, I
I'd
remember when my
rather-
brother started playing trumpet.
Get sunburnt and have it peel for 2 weeks. Like honestly, I'm sorry to say it, it's
Yeah,
brutal.
that's a lot.
And I was a clarinetist, like a really significant. I played clarinet very high up in honor band and did competition and everything. I was a very intense clarinetist for most of my middle school and high school career, and I still would not. No.
I was a flautist for about 3 months.
3 months, nice. Get
Yeah.
it.
I had to quit because I kept having strokes.
Oh yeah, don't do that.
That's how we found out I have moya moya. Because the problem was the person who was teaching us, I couldn't practice because my face kept going numb, right? So I would have to stop playing. And none of us knew what that was. I was used to it. And it happened my whole life. So it was just like, oh, we're having an episode again, can't practice. You get into school and they're like, you haven't practiced enough. You have to practice alone in this soundproof room while everybody else gets to practice together. Then they left. They didn't tell me that they had ended the lesson, and I had a bad one. So I could not use my legs and had to use my elbows to crawl myself to the nurse's office. And that was one of the last straws that we had before my mom was like, this is not just migraines. And now I'm here.
Good.
So
I'm
thank
so
goodness
glad
for
she
the flute.
realized that finally. Because the
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, well, the doctors were not easy to work with.
No.
So.
What? Doctors?
No, they
And the
weren't.
American medical system?
Yeah.
Easy. What are you expecting? Healthcare? Sorry, I'm pissed.
Yeah, same. Same.
I joke to hide the fury burning within my
Yeah.
soul.
Yeah, it's not
There
a
is much
new
of it.
problem.
Yeah, Little Bear fan should be for everyone at Burning Man, honestly. I have a lot of friends
Oh,
that are
yeah.
burners, and they bring Little Bear fan because of my sincere insistence upon him. But, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, magical, everybody. Thank you for hanging
Yeah.
out with us.
Yeah.
We're going to be doing this live again next Friday, and it'll be fun because it'll be the whimsy new moon.
Yes, it will be.
So we will
And then
whimsy it up together.
The following will probably take a break.
Yeah,
It's the
it'll be
26th.
the
Give everybody
26th.
that holiday extended weekend. maybe.
Boxing Day. Everyone needs some
Boxing Day.
Boxing Day time.
Yeah.
Yeah. But hang out. This is so fun. We love
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. We
And
love
for
this.
those, yeah. Thank you for finding us wherever we show up.
Yeah, we have. So, if you're wondering where we show up, I do a Monday Magic Mood Boost every Monday morning, 10 a.m. East Coast time. We have our Alchemist Inkwell podcast that goes live every Monday. I'm on.
It's not a
Twitch.
live broadcast. It's like a
No, it's
recorded
just
episode.
a podcast episode. Yeah, so you can catch it. It's pre-recorded, which is sometimes a good thing, except for this week. It's titled "What Even Is This Episode?" You'll find
It's
out.
great. I love it.
I hope it pays off, to be honest with you. It'd be hilarious. Spoilers. Wednesday, I do my Twitch streams for 2 hours. We play video games of some sort and talk about the actual magic or astrology or whatever that comes up that either you ask or comes to my mind. And then Fridays, it's this. So there are plenty of opportunities to hang out with us live and via podcast throughout the week.
Yep. Yep. So I go live whenever the mood strikes me. I am a
routine.
fleet of fancy person. But I am posting quite a bit on my socials. So if you haven't seen my stuff in a while, please go check out my like TikTok and Instagram because it's being really weird. But there's that. And then obviously all the places. And again, if you want to be notified of Lacusta stuff first, head to that email list.
Recommend.
/ if you want some fun perks, I got a lot of stuff on Patreon. So does Krista. We do a lot of things. Oh, also, I do have a lot of open spots in my reading right now that are much closer than they usually are. So I opened up stuff on my calendar. If you've been looking to get a reading with me sooner than 6 months, you can do that.
Yeah.
It's pretty neat. So yeah, I just opened this up like last week. So there's some much closer spots. So if you want to check that out, I recommend it if you want a reading with me. Yeah.
Cool.
Anyway, thanks guys.
Thank
we
you.
appreciate you. Shall we make magic?
Let's make magic.
All right, ready?
Get ready, everybody. You can do it
Here we
with us
go.
in the chat.
One, two, three.
Go
make some magic.
Oh, that was the worst I've ever had it.
Oh, it fit so well for me. I was so
Yay!
excited.
I'm so happy for
Watch
you.
it be like the worst total for. I was like, oh my god.
We'll see.
Okay.
We'll
Bye,
see.
everybody.